A Christmas Story from Pike County. 'Twas that night before Christmas, and all through the trailer, the beer done gone flat, but the pizza was staler. The tube socks were a-hangin' over the space heater with care, and in hopes that Santy would fill 'em with Viennas and beer. Now the children were all a-sleepin', all snug in their beds, while visions of tractor pools danced in their heads. Arlene was in her curlers, and I was in my John Deere cap, and we had just set down for an episode of Wheel of Fortune and then a nap. When out on the driveway, a loud noise I done heard. I opened the winder to check my T-bird. I ran to the door like I was on a mission, but I tripped on some parts from my granny's transmission. The moon shone outside, the hound dog was a-barking. My daughters weren't home yet, I think she was out parking. When what to my whiskey blind eyes did I see but a Chevy S10 pulled by 8 flying sheep? With a fat nasty driver so disgusting and sick, I said, "Shoot fire, Arlene, that must be Saint Nick." More rapid than X-Lack his woolly sheep came, and he belched and then he hollered, and he called 'em by name. "Now Clifford, now Vernon, now Lester and Enos, on Festus, on Elmer, on Roscoe and Cletus. From the top of the shack to them there garbage bins. Now dash away, dash away, dash away, Ewins." I heard a loud sound on the roof of my shack. I put down my beer and went for my gun rack. He fell through the roof. Plumb killed my old dog. I swear, that old Santy, he looked just like Boss Hog. He wore this T-shirt with a big Harley on the front, and his jeans were all bloody from the morning's deer hunt. A big naked lady was tattooed on his arm, and he wore cowboy boots that he used around the barn. His eyes, how they glazed from too much wild turkey. From the side of his mouth hung a stick of beef jerky. A scar on his cheek from a fight with the cops. The veins on his face, they looked like they was ready to pop. The butt of a Marlboro clung to his lip, and he wore a fanny pack full of barbecue chips. He had this fat face and a big hairy belly. I ain't seen a fat belly like that since my ex-wife Shelley. He was gap-toothed and dumb with an IQ of 3, and I laughed because that feller, he was probably smarter than me. A wink of his eye and a fierce shake of his head, and out of his coat pocket jumped a rat that ran under the bed. He reached in his sack, sipped his gin and tonic, then he filled the kid's tube socks with hooked-on phonics. His toys came from Big Lots, and they weren't very nice, but he had lots of them, and you can't beat the price. He gave us a tape of them hound dogs that sang Jingle Bells, some Crisco, some Spam, and some oatmeal cream pies, and a NASCAR T-shirt, XX in size. When the presents were gone and he had no more, he staggered and he stumbled right through my screen door. He hopped in his truck till his sheep gave an order. "Hurry up, you range sheep, to the Tennessee border." And I heard him holler with a strong southern drawl, "Merry Christmas, you rednecks! Merry Christmas, y'all! Yeah! Merry Christmas."